Hi everybody. So I did my discussion on food allergies in children, ages 2 to 6. Our book on page 166 mentions the statistic that about 8% of the United States population, or 8% of children, have some kind of known food allergy. But it doesn't say much more. So my questions were, is that an increase over historic numbers? And if so, what are the hypothesized reasons for this increase? And so the website I researched, or the website I used for my data, was it was called leapsmag.com, Leapsmag, leapsmag.com, and their the numbers they got, or the statistics they used, were from the National Institute of Health and the FDA. So basically what they found out was that yes, indeed, 8% is a marked increase in food allergies in children ages 2 to 6. In fact, the numbers they gave were that approximately 10% of the population of the United States population has known food allergies. And that is a 10-fold increase over the last 35 years, so 1,000% increase. About 35 years ago, it was about 1% of the population. And just in the years from 2010 to 2016, so just in that 6-year window, emergency room visits for anaphylactic or allergic shock, emergency room visits for children ages 2 to 6 for anaphylaxis more than doubled. So, I mean, these are really big number increases. So that indicates that something is definitely going on. So the the proposed, or some hypothesized reasons as to what may be causing this severe increase in food allergies are just an overall general increase in the toxicity of our environment. Air pollution, food pollution, just overall toxicity in the environment. More specifically, what is really thought to be the driving force is the increase in chemical farming, the increased use of pesticides, herbicides, etc. And also the increased amount of antibiotics and other things put into our food. And also genetically modified foods are thought to be a culprit. Also, in addition to this, just the simple fact that children don't go outside and play nearly as much as they used to. It is a well-known fact that the dirt outside our door has a lot of microbes. Dirt is living. And so when we interact with it, we're interacting with all these microbes, and our body builds up host defense, builds up immunity to these different microbes just by the simple fact of coming into contact with them. So when we neglect when we don't play in the dirt, when children are relegated to indoors and don't go play in the dirt and the grass, their body isn't given the opportunity to build up these defenses and these immunities, and it makes them just much more susceptible to allergies, to having these very severe reactions to what are very harmless proteins. So